Hello, friends. It is Denise from, excuse me, Loving Life at 60ish. And my Etsy shop is fairyrosecottage.etsy.com. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Hey guys, you haven't seen a video like this in a while where the pages are turned upside down. And what does that mean when it's like that? Well, you already know if you read the title of the video, right? I'm doing an Etsy shop drop, you guys. And I know that the last one I did was back in November, and it was for the December monthly kit. And I've talked about this some, this grief, this deep exhaustion from the grief, this confusion from the grief of who am I grieving for, at this moment? Is it my husband or my mom or my brother? I have not felt any creativity. Back in November, I got the monthly kit done for December because I had made a commitment to doing 12 months. And of course, then things went downhill pretty quick from there with my husband. And I talked about that the other day. I tried in January to sit and start a monthly kit because I really want to do that again, but I'm sort of got a different twist on it. And I did a couple of the pages and just kind of walked away. And this past week, I made a commitment to my financial advisor to start working my business a little bit. I also made a commitment to my mom when she was in the hospital, and she pointed her finger at me and said, "You need to get back to work." And I said, Mom, I said, I don't think I'm going to sew dress up clothes anymore. I don't think I'm going to do that. And she said, "I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your other shop." She said, "You need to get going on it." And I said, "Well, you got to get out of the hospital and point your finger at me and tell me what to do." And we know that she did not come out of the hospital, but I did say to her that day, "You are right. I need to start working again." But again, really not an easy thing. So this past week, I sat down with a goal of making 12 savings challenges, plus 2, because I had a request on Etsy. A woman requested a couple of savings challenges. So that's like 14 savings challenges. And I don't know what I was thinking. I do not have 14 new savings challenges here. I do have one of hers. And then I think there's 7 total here. So one of hers and 6 new ones on top of that. These will all go up in my Etsy shop, hopefully later tonight after I've gotten my grandson from school and stuff. If you don't see one and you're looking for it, let me know. I know that there are several of you looking for the Princess book. I am just going to send you the link to it, and the book will look like this, but your book will come looking like this or this, whichever size you want, without the pockets in it. So I will work at, the problem is if you've asked on here on YouTube, I can't send you the link to it. Maybe I can. I'll have to see if I can do that or not. But in the interim, if you see this, go ahead and go to my Etsy shop, fairyrosecottage.etsy.com, and ask me, and I will send you a link to it, just so that there's no confusion from people who don't know that I'm not doing that size and that style anymore. Anyway, let's do this, you guys. So I'm going to show you the one that I created for the request, and she had 2 requests for savings challenges, and then 2 requests for placeholder money. And so I'm going to be finishing those up for her. So also I printed these all at 86% because I want to use them, and I'm not using the larger size anymore. Just my own preference. But when you print it off, fit to print, it's going to print 8.5 by 11. So unless you do 2 on a page, then it's going to print sort of 5 by 7-ish. If you do the 86%, it's like happy planner size. It should be 82%, but it looked too small for me today. So I did 86%, and I'm going to compare it to this. Yeah, 86%. Okay. So she asked for a frozen brick wall one. I do the brick walls, and she wanted it in a frozen theme, and so I did a frozen theme. Now remember, again, if you print it from the PDF as fit to print, it's going to print all the way to the edges, pretty much. But this is 86%. She wanted it to save $300, so it does, and it's Help Elsa and Anna Save Arendelle. And basically what it is, you know, you start down here, I'm going to save $5. I color this in, and you just keep coloring it until you reach the top. And I am doing the envelopes. And as you know, I don't do the envelope. I cut this and use it as a dashboard. And sometimes they're a little too big for the dashboard. Like I'm going to have to cut pretty close to that, which means I'll probably cut this off a bit. But I know who did it. So I cut it and use it as a dashboard. But if you're going to do it as an envelope, you cut around the outside. You fold these 2 in and put tape or glue, 2-sided tape or glue here. And then fold this over, and you have an envelope. So, frozen. And then these ones are going to be, it's going to be a set of 12. Although you are obviously going to be able to purchase them separately as separate downloads. And, but I'm doing a set of 12 because I'm going to start a new, it's going to take the place of my regular savings challenges. And I need 12 of them. I really don't, because I've got 3 that I'm still doing. So I'll keep those, but I want to make a total of 12. And they all have a Disney theme to them. And the other thing about them is they're all blank. So you get to choose how much you're going to put in each one. I'm going to do I don't know if I'm going to call it a $5 Friday or a randomizer Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but each one of these for me is going to be $5, but I'm going to randomly be putting money into each one. I did Lady and the Tramp because Lady reminds me of my sweet Ruby, who passed away a few years ago. And we had this scenario with the spaghetti one night. not with another dog. She just was eating the spaghetti off my plate. So this is you decide how much each icon is going to be and is going to equal, and then you put that amount in and color the icon. And of course I did envelope / dashboard. So all of these 6 that I have, not this one, but I will be using this one too. I'm very excited. I needed a new one because I finished the Happy Feet one and the Wizard of Oz one and the Spider-Man one, you know. So I do have a whole series of these, just in case you guys were wondering. But I've got a start of 6 of these. So the next one is my pals on the beach. Again, if you PDF file it, it's going to go almost to the edge, not quite. You'll have a bit of a border, not much, but a bit. We got Minnie and Mickey. They got some beach life going on here, and I've got suns, and each sun equals. And then, of course, the envelope or dashboard. The envelope, please. Guys, I'm so excited to be showing these to you. Now, I might not do another one for another week, but the woman who requested this one got me started. I'm very thankful to her because I said, yes, I can do that. And if I say that to someone, then I want to try to do it. And I know that there are many out there who asked me to do things, and it just got to be too much for me. And I should have just said, I can't right now, but I don't like to let anyone down. So I know that there are some of you out there who requested things back last fall and beyond and have not gotten them. And if that is you and you would like to request it again, then please feel free to. Preferably on Etsy in my messages, but if you do it here, you do it here. I see it better on my messages in Etsy. So I did a Lilo and Stitch, kind of a hang 10 sort of, you know, well, no, there, yeah. And then the envelope or dashboard. This one I think is my favorite. Again, it would go to the edges if you did it in a 8.5 by 11 fit to page. It's Pooh and Friends, right? And it's the honeycomb that I did in one of my monthly, no, in the red, white, and blue kit. Yeah, the red, white, and blue kit. So what I'm going to do with this is, again, do the same thing as these. It's going to be a randomizer thing. Each one of my honeycombs is going to be $5. And so I'll color them in. And when they're done, they're done. But I just love Pooh and his friends. And then, of course, a dashboard or envelope, whichever you want to use it for. I think that's my favorite. I think. Well, I believe the wall is my favorite too. And these are very similar things because they're walls. Wait, I have another favorite. I'm not going to show it to you. I think it's last here. My next one is my pal Tink. I created this image, so it's really not a Tinkerbell image. It was an AI image, and I've wanted to use it and just haven't had a chance to. So I did magic wands, and same thing. I did not do a how much each magic wand is worth on here. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. And I have a little Tink up there. And then the envelope or dashboard. And then this is my other, I guess I have like 3 favorites, right? Because I did another wall, you guys. I love doing the walls. I have so many of them. I have some in my monthly kits. I have some in the other small kits that I've done, I have separate ones. I just like the walls. So I did a Help Mickey and Friends Paint the Wall, right? I'm going to be doing some painting in my son's room because it's going to become the guest room eventually. And I thought this would be perfect to just kind of maybe save money for the paint, right? So, you know, each one, I think I'll do it the same way. I haven't decided yet, but each one will be $5. And then, of course, I did the dashboard or envelope. So that is what I've done. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I thought. 7 of them. I'm pretty excited. Like I said, these will be, I'm trying to organize them so that you can, because I have to, well, I don't have to, but I'm going to take a picture so I can have a thumbnail picture for the video. And so I like to try to get as much as I can, see as much as I can. But yeah, I'm happy. Tell me what your favorite one is. And maybe you don't have a favorite because you possibly are not a Disney freak like me and others, right? And I get that. I do. Not everybody does great Disney. I don't know. We're going to peek that out of there. There. How's that? Well, sort of. Oh, well. But I hope you love them. I am excited. These 6 are going to be starting. They're going to take the place of, well, let's see, of this. So I'm going to continue to do this and saving for IOUs and Bell. So I guess I really have 4, although this is almost done. And then but I wanted a total of 12, and I have 6 here, so that's 10. But I'm going to make 6 more so that I can, as I complete them, I'll be able to put more in. And then you'll see, I'm going to use a randomizer, not this one in particular, not one of these, but you see I've got 12 on here. So I'm going to use a randomizer with it. I haven't done that in a long time, and I'm excited to do something different again. All right. Have a happy rest of your Tuesday. I'm going to finish doing some housework, waiting for the electrician to show up for the heat pump still. And going to pick my grandson up from school. And then, like I said, I'm going to try to do a little work tonight, unless he's got other plans for me. You never know, right? All right. I will see you all later, folks. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Happy savings.